Welcome back, people. Jasonwalker34 here, back with another episode of Black Forge. Alright, so as far as the last episode, episode number 1 goes, I forgot to turn off the audio, actually turn off the audio option on my headset, like the little button you have to click at the end of the cable on my, it's like a 4-prong USB adapter that has like 4 different things. So you probably won't be able to hear me in the first episode. If you do, it'll be a miracle. As far as I'm concerned, I will consider you a god if you're able to actually hear me, because even I could not hear myself. I will try to edit it or something and see if I can actually pick it up when I, edit the audio or something.
Let the spirit do its thing and smelt the ore for you. When it's done smelting, grab the handle and dump it all into that shaping mold. Place the ingot on the anvil.
Oh, that's a big ass freaking ingot. I didn't think metal bars were supposed to be this damn big. What the hell do they?
Metal is easier to shape while it's hot. The hammer is great for removing large chunks, making a rough starting point for the overall look of your weapon. Give it a few hits with long, smooth swings. You can also fill out dents with that hammer. I am not entirely sure how. Maybe one of those males can tell you more. You can also use that grinding stone. It's perfect when you wish to make smaller changes and create sharp edges.
The power of the fire is with me on this. Rapid fire tapping.
A heated piece of metal will cool down over time. This will make it harder to shape. Make sure to heat it back up again when it's needed. When you're feeling done and don't want to keep shaping, you can quench the piece by dunking it in that liquid.
I gotta see if I can actually get this thing down to a fine point for like a blade. I've managed to chew down at least a little bit of it. Alright, buddy. I hear you. Yeah, the good little fire spirit there is not very strong anymore. I need to go cut some wood for him and feed him again because he ain't got a lot of horsepower in him, or firepower in his little squirrel spirit. Little, I'm gonna call it. We call this little thing apparently the fire squirrel. Maybe, I'm not really sure. It's called the fire spirit, but you could technically still call it the fire squirrel if you really want to. I guess you actually have to be careful with how much metal you're technically taking off, because I don't really know what I'm trying to make, so I'm gonna go for a standard blade here, I guess. Yes, warm this metal up to a boiling hot temperature. And then I will grab this metal with my magical gloves and begin sharpening it. I gotta start over on the grinding part and just start grinding it back down. Alright, let's try this again. Fuck, it's cooling off again. Oh my god, man. We're just gonna barbecue this metal to a very ridiculously hot temp. Or as hot as I can make it.
Quenched metal can't be shaped anymore unless you heat it back up. Quenching before attaching pieces together can be a good idea to prevent accidental changes to your creation. There is a dummy out there in your yard. If you hit it with your creation, you should be able to determine if they would be considered sharp, pointy, or blunt. Look at those weapons. They could help you compare your creation to the desired weapon type.
I guess this would be considered something between a blunt and a sharp.
I have a personal request for you, if I may.
You see?
I'm in need of a new hammer. An important tool to have in case my wagon breaks down. I put the request on the board. Remember to heat up the metal piece if you want to use that one. Now shape it into a hammerhead.
Gotta add more mass to it now. Apparently I can't build a blade in this game worth a damn. I can build hammers though. Very easily, probably. This ain't nothing like Master Bladesmith. That game is very easy when it comes to making swords, daggers, anything that's sharp, really. And they don't have blunt weapons in that game. like... Add mass to this block from nowhere. Yeah.
When you're done, get some wood for the handle. I've got quite big hands. Make sure you don't turn it too small.
Here we go. Got a big old hammer, big old block of metal now. Let me go get my hammer and my little hammer here, and we'll try to smash this into something usable. Granted, making a hammer in this game is apparently very difficult. I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm about to make a weapon out of this metal. I don't even know if I'm about to make anything that's past wood at this stage. No, it's just because shaping metal in this game is apparently extremely difficult for someone that knows nothing about metalwork in the real life aspect. When this is pretty much based as close to real life as you're gonna get, you gotta be able to like actually shape the metal for the most part. I'm just gonna grind it down a little bit. And it'll take a bit. You know what, whatever. I clearly can't make anything in this game worth a damn, so I'm just gonna... He wants a very large handle because that guy has got very large
When you're done
hands.
turning, attach the hammerhead to the handle. I don't want it falling apart on me.
This is gonna be a very ugly hammer. For one, it's gonna be very wonky. This is like one of those assault hammers. Because it's so damn big. If you whacked a wagon with this, it probably would destroy the wagon.
Just put it in the
That or unless... I really hope nobody asks for a sword because I have no idea on earth how to actually...
place it in the mailbox.
Off you go now, Mr. Sir. Oh, copper breaker. He needs a very long, very tall weapon. Okay, then. Let's give this one the fire spirit here, because we need very long handles. Let's yank us out a really good sized piece here. Yeah, this'll work. We're gonna have to auto-lave at least 3 good-sized pieces here to make a very long handle. Alright, let's grab this.
I have a new kind of request for you. Place it on the planning station and I'll show you what I mean.
I'm sorry. I'm working on a really turbo-side power hammer now. I gotta auto-lay these pieces down in just the right way. I'm trying to focus so I don't cut it too small. I don't want to cut the pieces too terribly small, because if I cut them too small, they're not going to work. That's actually perfect. Only weak miners use a pickaxe. I prefer something mightier, something that absolutely smashes. Give me something that benefits a real miner. A miner like me. Oh, God. So what, you telling me you want like a really heavy hammer? Apparently this guy wants a very heavy hammer. Okay. Pretty sure I can do that. Used to have one of a hammer like that in another mining game I had. I used to have one just like it. Basically, it was just a giant sledgehammer on it with a very long handle. Alright, let's put this one on the auto lathe for now. We need 2 more pieces. Thicker handle, maybe, might also work. Having a much thicker handle for a much mightier hammer. Alright, and just like cleaning up here, and we'll grab this piece. What do y'all think about this one for this hammer for us? I mean, granted, it is a little off, but I don't really think it matters. I don't really think anybody's gonna care for better or worse if there's, you know, some specifics or whatever.
This icon here means that this adventurer would like a minimum amount of pieces incorporated in their weapon. Looks like they want a minimum of 3 parts. So that could be 2 pieces of wood and 1 piece of metal, or vice versa. I think you've got the gist of it. I believe in you, blacksmith.
Well, I kind of wish there was some help icons, like some, I don't know, an option on here to make a predetermined piece or something, because as far as shaping what this hammer goes, basically impossible. I don't see how anybody can actually do that with it. I don't see how anybody can actually shape shit with that damn... The way it literally just chews a very large piece out of, like, it literally deletes a very large piece of the metal block. I'm like, how are you supposed to shape anything like that? It's not supposed to just chop out a massive chunk. It literally is supposed to just beat the metal down, like, just a little bit. Beating a big piece of metal like that down like that would take hours for you to actually beat it down enough. It would take a long ass time. You probably would have to literally just like cut it in half with a, or like saw it in half with some kind of metal saw that is designed to cut metal. I think I'm done, honestly. If y'all like this episode, please do leave a like, and y'all let me know if y'all actually want me to continue this, because honestly, until I figure out how to actually work that hammer the right way, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to keep doing this. Like, keep doing the game. I'll keep it on all, and like, my library and whatnot, but I don't know how to actually, like, shape the metal right. I can barely even do the grinder, because it just does not work the way I expected it to work. It doesn't work that well. Anyways, y'all know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see y'all again in the next one. Peace.